Welcome, welcome. Let me get this set up here. How do I edit the title? I forgot how to do that. Let's see. Okay. Does anybody know how to edit the title of a live stream? That would help me out. What's going on, brother? Welcome, Haytem Dahak. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I don't really know how to say that. Okay, how do I edit the title of a live stream? I did this yesterday. It's not. Okay, here we go. Wait, nope, that's not it. Shit. Yo, chat, can we get some help here? Does anybody know how to edit the title of a live stream? What's going on, Anshu? Oh, here we go. Got it. All right. What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Let me maximize this. All right, cool. Can you guys hear me? Are we good on the audio? Let me make sure real quick. I don't have my AirPods. All right, well, it should be good. All right, so this is going to be a live trading session. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm not putting any risk on today at all. So I'm literally just going to be tape reading with you guys, and I'll maybe execute a trade in a demo if something presents itself, but I'll walk you guys through my process of what it looks like top down, start to finish, how I approach the market, and we'll go from there. So I got the chat window here. I got OBS here. And we're good to go. Let's see. I'll put it right there. Actually, I'll put it over here. All right. I'm new to streaming, guys, so bear with me. I'm getting everything set up. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put not any of that. There we go. Okay. No, fuck off. All right. Okay, now I can see the chat and trading view at the same time. Perfect. Shit. 4 hour, 1 hour. Setting up on my charts, I got 3 screens here that I'm trying to manage and then trying to figure out how I want everything to be laid out. So. All right. Okay. That should be good. Now let's get into this session. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the economic calendar. It's the first thing that you wanna do when you approach the market. We can see that today is Monday, but we don't have any high impact driver, but we do have a lot of high impact drivers later on in this week. So right away, my focus and my attention is going to be primarily in the latter half of the week because we have GDP on Thursday, we have core PCE on Friday. So these are gonna be the good trading days here. We're gonna have a lot of volatility. Tomorrow, we'll probably also have a lot of volatility. We have flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, so the move would probably come later around 10 o'clock, maybe after 10 o'clock. We also have a Fed Chair Powell event, so the market might even be dead until this event comes out. Wednesday should be all right as well because it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. Middle of the week, Wednesday is typically good, and we have a 10 o'clock driver. Today, though, today is looking kind of lackluster, kind of boring, right? So I'm going to go to TradeZilla. I'm going to go to the home page. I'm going to go to start my day. I'm going to go to the 22nd of September. I'm going to upload my template. This is the template that I fill out every day. These are things that I do on a day-to-day basis. But this is how I approach the markets. The first thing that I'm going to note is how I feel. So I'm going to take a look at price and we're going to see, is this even a day worth trading at all? Is this a day worth putting risk on? So I always start with a blank chart, and TradingView is doing the glitch where I can't adjust the right side of my chart, so we'll just use this one. All right, cool. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to toggle on regular trading hours. I'm going to see if we have a gap up opening or a gap down opening, if we have any gap opening at all. Let's see if we have an inside day. I'll take very carefully myself and rather not take anything. Yep. Today's Monday with no driver, guys. I'm risk off. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this live stream. I'm not trading on my Top Step Evo at all. I'm just going to demo trade today if I do take anything at all in front of you guys. Robert says, what area are you in? I'm in Texas, Houston, Texas. I'm on Central Time. So toggle regular trading hours, go to electronic trading hours. So it looks like we're gonna have a gap down opening, right? If we look at previous day range, next thing I do is I'm gonna mark previous day high, previous day low. So here we got previous day low. Previous day high. Okay, we're trading basically in the middle of that range, so we've rebalanced that range. I'm noting how we have a smooth sell side here, so that's going to be something that I want to annotate. So we have this low formed in the London session. Is this the low a day? It could be. Okay, we have smooth buy side left in the Asia session. We have this new week opening gap, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to my layout. Let's see, I might not be ready in time before the start of the new session. Okay, so I go to the 1 minute chart, go here, go to Friday at, actually no, Sunday at 1800. I'm going to mark the new week opening gap on my chart layout here. So new week opening gap, this is the high, this is the low. Make sure the opening price is correct. We opened at 24,856.25 and the open of this candle is here, okay? So it's the actual open, this is the low. Today is the 22nd, so this formed on 9/21. So there's your low, here's your high. Like that. Put quadrants on it. Are you looking to trade today? I'm actually not looking to trade today. This is kind of just a tape reading session, if I'm being honest, because I do enjoy live streaming, so I'm just hopping on here, chilling with you guys, reading chat, interacting. It's fun. I like it. I enjoy doing it. So I'll probably be on there for like 2 hours in this morning session, and then I'll carry on with my day. So this is 9/21 new week opening gap. Whoops. There we go. I need to create a new thing for new week opening gaps. So we'll do this and we'll go NWOGs and we'll make this a folder NWOGs like this. This is how I manage my new week and new day opening gaps if you guys use these levels. And then I just make this invisible so I can't see it on the chart like this. Boom. My new week opening gaps go under here, my new day opening gaps go here. And I can toggle them on and off if I want to, like this. And I can simply copy and paste it to my layout here and make sure the visibility is correct. Like that, okay? All right, so what I'm looking at here is the market's trading at 50% of the previous daily range. We're obviously at all-time highs. So is it a good idea to be a seller? Probably not. So I'm gonna mark that, okay? Now finally, I'm gonna move off the 50-minute time frame. Let's go to the hourly. So not really noting any strong discount arrays within the previous daily range in order for the market to grab onto and climb higher. We have this discount wick right here. Potentially grade that. I like to do lower time frame to higher time frame, then work down higher time frame to lower time frame when I'm framing an approach. So we can just mark this. Note the respect of that right there. No other market is taking this low, and then now we're trading higher. Note this smooth edge here. This high, relatively equal. We're in close proximity to previous daily high, which is also previous weekly high. What type of trader am I? I basically like to swing intraday. So I'm definitely a day trader. I'm not holding anything past the intraday session. But I'm also not scalping, if that makes sense. We also have this discount wick on the far right time frame. So 1-2 down candle. Let's look at the daily. So majority of the analysis should be done on the daily chart. What I really want to focus my attention on is definitely going to be this premium wick right here, because when the market's bullish at all-time highs, we want to annotate premium wicks. It's in the principles that ICT has laid out for trading all-time high conditions. So trading all-time high markets. Let's look at the principles. So number one, look for price trade under down closing price. If possible, look for all buy side amounts, sell side efficiencies to offer redelivery prior to new legs higher in price. Grade all premium candle wicks and anticipate the gradient levels to offer discount sensitivity in price. So this is probably the principle I'm going to be applying today, number 3. Because we have, where's my chart? Right here. Because we have a premium wick right here, so this is probably going to be my focus for today, is this level right here. We have not traded underneath the previous day closing price. All right, so this is probably going to be my focus for today. I'm gonna mark this like this and just do something like this so that it stands out. Cool. I'm gonna annotate it like this, daily discount wick, like that. Do I know anything about Goldbach? No, I don't, but I do know that everybody that trades it says it is Enigma, if that means anything. So here we have this reaction to this daily volume imbalance here, annotating everything that's going on the daily time frame. We got to get a clear picture of what that higher time frame is doing, right? So here's your daily BISI here. Whoops, shit. All right. We have another daily BISI here. So the market may want to rebalance to this gap. Do I trade props? I'm trading props right now. I'm attempting an eval on Top Step. I'm up like $600 in profit. I'm not trading on it today because it's Monday with no news driver, and I know I'm going to be extremely risk averse later on this week, or risk on. All right, so now apply all this to the lower time frame. Now let's see what we got. Okay, if we go to the 4 hour, look at the story that the market is currently telling us. We have this discount wick here. We have a daily discount wick here. The market is respecting the midpoint of that. Okay, is there any reason for me to reasonably anticipate lower prices today? Let's think about it. Actually, no, keep that. Send that shit, bro. It's eval. Nah, I'm actually trying to pass it, you know, in a disciplined manner. Like, I'm not just gonna go out there and fucking gamble because it's an eval. I'm gonna take it seriously. I have 3 Express, 10 Apex PAs, and 1 Lucid. I should probably focus on 1 firm. Damn, you got a lot of accounts, bros. So are you making money? Are you doing good, Robert? Okay. So with where we're at right now, with how the market has dropped overnight, honestly, we're in a weird fucking spot. I really don't have confidence in one side over the other, which is why I would not be trading today. Yeah, good for myself. I'm a builder. Trading is a hobby until it takes over. That's awesome, bro. Love to hear that. That's exactly how it should be too, you know? What do you do as a builder? What's your age, bro? I'm 21. Took 18th September high and change in state of delivery inversion for value gap. Go a bit lower to get sell side liquidity, then reverse and take agent. I don't know if you're looking at NASDAQ or what. But with the markets at where right now, I really don't have confidence in one side over the other, which is why this is obviously a no trade kind of day. So how I feel, I am not confident in one side, which is why this is a no trade day, right? What is the draw? Okay, what is the market drawing for? So for my eyes, we have this drop lower in the overnight session. We've efficiently re-delivered the new day opening gap. We've left these equal highs here. We have this drop lower. We have smooth sell side left here, which is what I'm kind of suspect about, that they might want to come take this and kind of rebalance towards this gap right here. It's definitely a more difficult read, I would say. And we're still trading at all-time highs, right? We have a large gap down opening. What's going on, Nick? I build and flip luxury properties all over San Antonio and Austin. I have 16 right now. Holy shit. San Antonio and Austin, I love both of those cities. I'm in Houston myself. But that's awesome, Robert. That's fucking sick. That's definitely something that me and my brother would want to get into at some point in time, because he's a real estate agent and I'm a day trader. So kind of how this is going to work is once I start making money trading, that's kind of what we want to do with our money, you know? So if you have any recommendations as how we could get started in that, I would love to hear it. But honestly, right now, with what I'm looking at, okay? Tough read, guys. I don't like the fact that they have left this down here, right? And I also don't like how they've left this here. So it's kind of really not clear to me. I'm kind of leaning bearish though, if I'm being honest. Because I note that typically we have a drop lower in the Asia session, in the overnight session, and we have perfectly re-delivered the new day opening gap like this. There's not really a reason for it to want to come back here, and I'm noting how we left this smooth right here, although we do have a larger discount wick here. We have this inefficiency here. We have this daily gap that might want to rebalance to. All right, I'm going to be a degenerate and I'm going to go ahead and frame a bearish bias. All right, so I'm going to go into today leaning bearish because of the fact that we've dropped lower in the overnight session. We've left this smooth sell side here. We have a large discount gap opening. We've efficiently redelivered the new day opening gap. The market may want to come down and take these lows down here. Loose bearish, yeah, 100%. I'm not confident in anything today, but if I had to lean one side or the other, I would say it's bearish. And I'm going to go ahead and annotate this real quick. Or maybe I'll just do this. What is the draw on liquidity? Would be... Hello, what's going on, guys? There's more and more people actually in the chat now, the more that I do these live streams, so it's awesome. I love to see it. I love to just sit here and talk to you guys. Market criteria. How's it going, guys? How's it going to get to the draw? Okay, so this is the most important part. What I think could happen if we are bearish today. I'm not confident in this bias at all, which is why I'm risk off today, right? Which is why you typically don't trade Mondays as well, but I'm gonna watch this gap right here. So I'm gonna annotate this. How much capital did I start trading with? I used to trade with live money. I traded with, I think, $2,000 in a live AMP futures account. And then I eventually switched to ICT, and ever since then I've been paper trading. Now I'm doing a Top Step eval. So the expense right now is simply the cost of the eval. That's it. Yeah, I don't know about this bearish bias. Like, I'm not confident in it at all. Okay. All right, now I record my annotations top down. Just note little things of what I am looking at before the open. So I just copy and paste everything here like this. Go to the daily. Also annotate this as well. This does not need to go on the daily. There we go, like that. So I mean, looking at the daily time frame. Obviously bullish, obviously at all-time highs. Four hour. I mean, we just keep pressing up, but we shall see, we shall see. So just mark these little screenshots that I have here before the open. So I can go back at the end of the day if I get this bias incorrect and know exactly why I got it incorrect and why it did not make sense for me to be a short seller today, which may be the case, right? And then the 15-minute finally. All right. So one thing that I'm going to be watching is the discount gap opening, seeing how we respect that. I'm going to watch and see. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to watch and see how we react to this. But the thing is, like, if we trade up to this, what's stopping the market going and seeking the buy side above these highs, right? Let's just see how we open. Let's just watch. Just watch. You never know. You never know. All right, now we're ready for the open. And I'll just wait. I'm just gonna paper trade. Open up a paper trading account. I'm down 3K on this. That's probably just fucking around. Now we can. So I'll trade with my normal contract size that I usually do on the eval. Although this is the actual E-mini, not the micro. But let's see how it goes. All right, so note what we've done in the 9 o'clock hour so far. The first thing that we do is open, we trade down. We have this aggressive discount wick. Now we have this impulse swing higher after we've rebalanced this range right here. Cool. Toggle the 15-minute. All right, let's see what we get. So now I'm just gonna wait for the open so I can annotate this opening range gap and then see if price shows any willingness to reject that. Very loose bias today. I'm not really confident in one side over the other. I'm noting how we've had this down candle, this up candle, trade down into that, close above it, and now we have this large up candle. So let's see how this goes. This reaction right here. We have this and this low here. All right, 1.5 minutes left. Let's see what we get. We shall see what we get. What's going on, guys? Come on, talk to me. Who's locking in for the open? Lock in for the open. Bro, what is your trading style? I like supply and demand. I used to trade supply and demand, actually, but I'm trading ICT concepts right now. I used to trade supply and demand. That's what I literally first started with 2.5 years ago. I started trading supply and demand. I traded supply and demand and order flow from Carmine Rosado. Locked and loaded, watching now. Yes, 100%. Lock in, let's just watch. Let's see what we get. It's Monday with no driver. I'm not anticipating this to be a high probability day at all. Not macro. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. Since the Discord, since the Vision Traders Discord. I tried adding you on Discord, but you didn't add me back. Meant to be working from home, but I'm obnoxiously on the charts. Can't decide if I want to trade FX, indices, or both. Shit, brother. Focus on one. Just one, brother. One market, one session. That's it. All right, now we have the 9:30 opening price. Next thing that I do is I mark the quadrants on this, right? 872.5. What is it? 872.5? Yep. Okay. I stopped using Discord account. Yeah, good. Honestly, Discord is a huge distraction. I deleted the server, by the way. Hey, buddy, I'm from India. India. Wow. What's going on, brother? You're on the other side of the world. All right, now I'm gonna see how the market reacts to this gap. If we don't get a reaction there, then we're probably just gonna keep pressing on and make a new high, a new all-time high. Wishing you a great trading day. I appreciate it, brother. I hope all is well for you. It's been a while. Shout out Lamp. Lamp is in here. Good luck to you as well, brother. The support's amazing. I mean, I see nothing but positivity in this chat. It's a great thing. All right, so on the 1 minute time frame, if we just blow through this shit, we're just gonna steamroll probably to a new all-time high. And then in that case, is it a day worth trading at all? Probably not. It was a great group, man, but everything has its own time. It was a great group, and I loved it, and I loved doing it. I loved talking to everybody in the group. The thing is managing it was just taking a toll on me. You know, I'm actually trying to become a profitable trader, so you gotta do things chronologically, right? First, I have to be really good at trading before I start a Discord server or anything of that nature, because you can only split your time and energy so many different ways, you know? So all of my time and energy was going into managing that Discord server when I wasn't even a profitable trader, so I had to cut that off and focus on myself, you know? Forget the chat, focus on the chart. Like, bro, I'm just demo trading today. I'm not actually doing anything. If anything, I want to sit here and hang out with the chat in this session. So we're not having any reaction here. It's probably just gonna go like this. Okay, days where the market just leaves right at 9:30 are not optimal for my trading model. That's not a day that I want to trade at all. At this point in time, everything looks bullish. So is there any reason to sell this thing? Absolutely not. You got to make sure you have the time for yourself. The Discord won't make a big difference in your career. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm trying to get good at this skill first. Mastering this skill first, and then I can master the skill of managing a community, you know? So I think immediately we're going to see this gap fill, market take out these highs and make a new all-time high, likely. Still sitting, still waiting. Still seeing what the market presents. Toggle this on right there. Boom. All right, so first 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Dude, I don't know what is up with you in the macros, but you're just fucking good at trading macros. It's probably, I don't think there's anybody that understands macros or how to trade them as well as you do. It's crazy. But where are you from? Where are you from, bro? Are you somewhere on the other side of the world? Because you're always up early trading the early sessions. I'm gonna go ahead and probably remove this because it's really of no use right now. Algeria, but I'm gonna be back to Spain soon. Damn. It's crazy. Got a lot of people in here that are literally on the other side of the world. And I'm over here in Texas, in the States. So noting where the bodies of candles are closing on this new day opening gap, right here. Is this any reason for me to fade it at this moment in time? No. Let's watch this gap right here. This is your first presented for value gap in the morning session. See how the market reacts to that. From Romania, wow. York session is right after school? Dude, that's awesome. That's fucking sick. Feels weird, yeah. I mean, everybody's in a different time zone. Everybody's literally, what, 9 hours ahead of me? I wonder why my content is appealing to literally everybody that's on the other side of the world. Kind of weird. Like, I have nobody from the States in my chat. So noting this reaction right here, 9:30 open, trades up. All right. If we can get underneath first presented for value, yep, that may be a candidate for a short. I'm gonna do this. I mean, but right now, the playbook that I'm looking for today, it's not doing anything that's congruent with that idea. So, I mean, more likely than not, we're probably just gonna make a new all-time high. The first 5-minute candle is extremely strong. If this was a strong up-close candle that overlapped with this down candle, I would consider that a change in the state delivery. To the upside, the market's clearly offering buy-side delivery. We've already crossed the open price of it. Let's try this. Paper trading. Let's see how this goes. Take profit at a gap fill. Probably trim 2 there if I can edit that order. Let's do like sell limit 2. Whoops, not that. All right. Maybe it wants to return back to first principle value yet. This honestly is not a trade that I would ever take, so this is just demo trading. All right, there you go. So, what I was looking for today, I came today with a bearish bias, but I ended up buying the market at the high of day. Okay, why is that? Think about it. What I saw there, I mean, I know, and I feel like that's what I do every time I trade in a demo. I just open trades for no reason. But I note this strong up close candle on the 5-minute. Look at the hourly. I mean, when looking at the higher time frame, one thing that kind of can throw you off is when this candle is painting as a full body up close candle in that moment, it makes it appear bullish, but that's not actually how the candle is gonna close, is it? I mean, it could literally flip. It could literally be a full body up close candle and eventually flip. But I'm gonna get this off of here. So we went right up to that right there. What mentorship have been through of ICT I'm on core contents? I liked the 2024 mentorship. That was what really made sense to me. So now we're trading underneath first presentation. Look at the reaction off of that right there. Now we're rejecting the new day opening gap, and this looks pretty decent for my sell idea. I mean, I don't like the fact that we just barely went above that high, so it's still kind of smooth up there. When the market's reversing, I want it to leave absolutely no reason for it to go back in that direction. Let's just wait. So noting this down here, right? Or price reverse, there's a 1 hour and 4 hour order block. Right. That's kind of what I was looking at, right? I wanted to see if the market would show any kind of rejection to this gap. Kind of didn't, kind of just ran through it in the pre-market plan. But we are rejecting the new week opening gap, or yeah, the new week opening gap, like that. So now we've taken this high, so now let's see if the market can come and close back below this high. That would be a sure sign of weakness in my eyes. Using that first presented fair value gap as an inversion fair value gap inside the macro would be nice, I believe. We shall see. It's Monday with no driver, right? So, I mean, the market's just going to be fickle. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, kind of like what we're seeing right now. You can do shit like this where it looks like it's going to break lower and then run over top of that. But let's watch this fair value gap right here. See if the price respects that. We can also watch the midpoint of this to see if market's respecting that as well. I think this would really be confirmed for a break lower to target these lows if we can get over this right here. Try using the wick that are combined with a fair value gap. Try using a wick that are combined with the fair value gap. Are you talking about anything on the 1 minute chart? High probability PD array. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's two PD arrays there, right? So let's see how this first 15-minute candle closes. See where the first 15-minute candle closes. Do we close inside the new day opening gap or new week opening gap? Do we close below it? Let's watch the macro. Wait for it. Ain't that right? Not macro. My macro is coming. Yeah, 100%, bro. So if we look at the 5 minute, we never inverse this gap right here. So no change in the steady delivery on the 5 minute, right? Because we did not violate the open price of this up close candle. We did not violate this buy sun bounce, sell sun deficiency. And now what are we doing? Does this look like something worth trading at the moment? No. I mean, to me, it's not clear what we want to do. At this point in time, I would be leaning bullish, because if you look at the 5-minute, we have not inverted this. We have not violated the open price of that. But I mean, this is why I don't trade Mondays with no news driver, right? Because now look at the delivery that we have right here. Is it clear? Is it very obvious to us what the market wants to do at this point in time? Not really. Priming buy side. That's what I was kind of noting right here. Like, is the market really going to stop short of this high and fall back inside the range when we're at all-time highs and bullish on the daily chart? Probably not thinking so. It's essential to get a mentor in trading. I have a mentor, and he's out there for free on YouTube. Some of you might know what his name is. ICT? Yes, correct. Ardelian Tudor. His dog died. Did his dog actually die? Fuck. Seriously? Let me see. You'd be saying, watch the high of first present for back up. My Bailey is gone. Oh shit. His dog did die. Damn. Alright, I should have laughed at it. It's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, his dog died. Rest in peace. Your mentor's daddy, the almighty ICT. Yes. ICT blocked you on Twitter. Why? What the fuck did you do? Yeah, so I'm not thinking the market's just gonna stop short of this high when we're bullish on the higher time frame. Is there any reason? See, I didn't like the fact how we just barely went above this high right here, right? We literally went 2 ticks above that high. If the market's gonna reverse, I have to see it do some clear, obvious damage. Now today just looks like a day where we might just go at 9:30 and never stop. You trade support and resistance, that's why he's blocked. I had a dog pass away last year, and that dog meant everything to me. I literally spent every minute of my day with that dog. He was always there. And it was at the same time where I was just down fucking bad in my trading, where I had no idea what the fuck to do. I was trading supply and demand and order flow. I was so lost. And then at the same time, my dog that's literally with me every minute of my day had a heart attack and died. So definitely a low point in my life. But look where I'm at now. All right, kind of a boring condition today, right? See if we get anything at 10 o'clock. Here we are. The macro is in. Want to see a good reaction for the first presented for value gap. And you want to see it drop down and trade up, or trade under and then trade down. Bro, some of you guys in the chat are funny. Yeah, to which one? Trade down, trade up, or trade... Okay, down and up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the macro even does anything. I mean, this condition is pretty slow. We're not seeing a lot of separation between the candles. All right, looks like a new all-time high is inbound. Right? Shit. Boom. Let's see. On days like this, you wait for lunch hour macro. There's usually a run on sell side liquidity. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like this is one of those days where it's just going to keep going up. And I think trading is not it for me. What makes you say that? Why is trading not it for you? So this is one of the days when the market just goes at 9:30. Never something that I'm interested in trading. So probably just gonna sit the fuck back here and just kind of chill with the chat, you know. Bro had one losing week, and now he thinks trading is not for him. It's gonna take the overnight highs, yeah, 100%. So if you saw me frame that pre-market approach, I was actually leaning bearish on the day because of the fact that we left that smooth sell side. You know, if we clearly did the damage below, which if I look at the details, if I look at more details, we did, right? We kind of went below this low right here, and then we went below that low again, and then we had this impulse swing here that formed a 15-minute imbalance, and then we rebalanced that, and that allows the market to run right at 9:30. It's easy to sit here and talk about it in hindsight, right? Now we have another slow grind up. So this is that typical all-time high condition, man. This shit just keeps grinding up slowly and not really offering anything to do, you know. So what do you do in a session like this? If you're actually trading, I'm not actually trading today. I'm sitting here on a live stream because I'm completely risk off. I'm not doing fucking anything. But look at the overlap that we see right here. Notice how each candle overlaps the previous candle's range, right? That is not what I want to see at all. I want to see good, clean delivery. Now here we are, pressing for a new all-time high. And there you have it. We have taken the overnight high. We have made a new high a day right about now. Like that. Come on, macro, do me a favor and go down. I don't think it's going down, bro. I mean, this shit is just a fucking train right now. Bro, I get mad when there's a day like this and then I open a Discord server and see dumbasses taking wins. Like, bro, that is gambling. 100%, bro. You're gonna see motherfuckers who are just like this, right? Like this. All right, yeah, bro, I'm in long. I'm in long, bro. We're holding longs. All right, we're gonna target new all-time high. We're gonna get out 15 points on the NASDAQ. Easy win, bro. Easy win. GG's. Here we go. All right, we're in long, guys. We're trading the so we're gonna go ahead and buy a breakout above the high a day, right? Because it's high probability because the market's at all-time highs. I feel like if you look on social media, there's a lot of motherfuckers who aren't actually trading and are just, you know, throwing shit on there, playing with prop firms and actually making money from it, but it's not something they can do in the long term. Right? It's not something that's sustainable. So I mean, eventually, these motherfuckers are gonna blow up, but you're not gonna see them posting when they do blow up on social media. So social media is literally cancer. You go on there to measure yourself to other people, and you're looking at the other top traders, and they're on step 3,337 in their journey, while you're on step 142. You can't compare the two, because these people have been doing this shit for years and you haven't, and that's the only thing that separates them from you, is that they've been doing it longer and they have more of an experience factor. But you can multiply your experience factor and speed it up through back testing, through live trading, through intentionally learning as much as you possibly can from every rep that you get in the market, every session that you have. And you can speed things up and you can get there faster, which is why I back test like a motherfucker, especially right now where I'm trying to fucking get comfortable with my model. I'm reading the chat right now at the same time that I'm trying to think. Dub in the chat, we're long, guys. We're long on a breakout above Asia high. It's my high probability breakout system. I'm a breakout artist, as ICT calls it. Here we are. I went a little small rundown to that 5-minute fair value gap. I would like to see a reaction. Bro, is the green line propulsion block? No, the green line is a fair value gap. Do you know what a propulsion block is? I couldn't really give you a solid definition of what is a propulsion block. But now we have, okay, maybe I should take this shit seriously. All right, let me try to actually put on a solid trade for you guys. Or should I just be a breakout artist? Here we go. No stop loss. No, this trade is just like I'm fucking around. I got like 500 to 600 hours of chart time and feel ready to be profitable when we have a couple of shit weeks and blow up all my profits, learning from them. But come on, 500 to 600 hours. It takes 10,000, dude. It takes 10,000. Look at 15 second for shorts. I used to trade the 15 second and I cut my teeth on the 15 second. Like I got fucked. I got shit on trading the 15 second chart, looking at that lower time frame, because that's what ICT was teaching on the 2024 mentorship, right? All the concepts are still applicable to the 15 second time frame. I tried building a model off of the 15 second time frame and I couldn't make it work. It was kind of the same thing that happened when I was trading order flow. When you're reading order flow, when you're looking at Bookmap and things like that, you're literally looking at every order coming into the market. So it just made me extremely impulsive when I'm literally, the tape's moving extremely fast. It's kind of like how the 15 second is, right? This shit kind of moves fast. I mean, although it's not actually moving faster, there's just a new candle printing every 15 seconds instead of every 1 minute. So I guess you could say it moves 4 times faster than the 1 minute time frame. But the market has traded down into the new day opening gap. It has failed to trade to consequent encroachment of that. That's a sign of strength. And now we are reaching for PDH. Bro, you didn't study the core concept. How do you understand his concepts and mentorship? How do I understand the concepts? Because I studied them from the 2024 mentorship. You don't have to. In my opinion, it doesn't matter where you start. I think it just matters that you start to whatever mentorship, whatever thing, and then you stick with that and spend time with it. 10K to master, not to profit. 10K hours to master and profit, in my opinion. But if you think about how many hours are in a year, I mean, do the math on that, seriously. If it takes 10,000 hours to master anything, how many days is that? 416 days. That's over a year of working time, of hours put in. It takes a long time to master shit, which is why you can only be great at so many different things. Off to the gym, dub day for patience. Have a good workout, brother. No longs for me yet? Yeah, 100%. ICT is I cannot trade. That guy stole smart money concepts and renamed it a fancy by calling it ICT. I don't know why the fuck I hear people say shit like this, but smart money concepts is what ICT created. Smart Money Concepts is ICT. And somebody back me on that. So you got motherfuckers with Smart Money Concepts in their name claiming that they don't trade ICT. ICT created Smart Money Concepts. They lost them at Smart. Thanks for the liquidity. You motherfucker. Did you take a trade or what? The Ego Trading. That's a cool name. I'm not gonna lie. 14-year-old trying to pass his prop from account. 72% accuracy. A little bit of FOMO and a little bit of ego. Watch me pass his account. I'm gonna put you on the spotlight, my boy. I like the logo. It's pretty clean. Me versus the markets. Welcome to Ego Trading. Where's your videos though? You gonna document the journey or what? Smart Money Concepts came after ICT. Lol, they use supply and demand, and I eat their liquidity. It's funny to say shit like that because if you, I mean, it is kind of true, right? You're cannibalizing other traders if you really think about it. Smart Money is the big player, and the Smart Money Concept is our guide to understand them and join them. Is that what it means? The only short thing today is 4 feet tall guys. Yeah, 100%. I'm actually 4'8" myself. I'm a really small guy. So I guess you could say I'm one of the only things short today. Thank you, Yang. The ego trades, bro. I want to see a trade recap or something. Like you got the logo, you got the personal brand, right? So let's see some fucking content. How about that? All right, when are we selling? When are we going short? We're fading the all-time high. When are we doing it? Come on. So let's look at the hourly time frame. 9 o'clock Pando. Exams, dude. I don't want to hear no alibis. I want you to make that shit work. Where is your heart at? Is your heart in school or is your heart in trading? Are you passionate about trading or are you passionate about school? Well, which one really matters to you? Maybe exams do matter to you, but I don't give a fuck about school. School is bullshit. Wait until 9:04. I've been learning from lectures for 1.5 years now and watching charts for a year, and now I'm finally able to get a good grasp on it. That's what it takes, bro. It takes literally a 1.5 years. I've been trading ICT concepts for over a year now too as well, and I'm still trying to get a grasp on them. But if we look at the hourly time frame, the 9 o'clock candle is a large up close candle, and today's Monday with no driver, and we're in all-time highs. So what I'm thinking the rest of this session is probably going to do is similar to exactly what we had last week right here on last Monday. So for the rest of the session, it could potentially look something like this because we have Monday with no news driver. So probably expecting the same kind of thing here. I'm probably not going to think this thing is dropping. Probably some bullshit like that. Trading, dude. Yeah, I know, all right? So look. So what you're telling me right now is you're putting aside your passion for something that you're not passionate about, meaning you're basically sacrificing what you love to do for something that you don't love to do. Does that make sense? Ego boy, tell us full form. Ego boy. Real men impulsively go on market execution and watch the account blow. Some come on, push that button. I used to trade since I was 15. I am 188 now. You're 18 now, I guess the typo. I found ICT for 3 years. I was just trading on support and resistance. Hey, can we get some hearts in the chat like this? I don't know if you guys can see it, but give me a heart. Give me a little thumbs up or something. Come on. There we go. I see him. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's fire. I've never seen that before. That shit puts a smile on my face. Yo, it's fucking awesome, bro. Live streaming is fun. Okay, what do we got on the 1 minute time frame? I'm gonna sit here till 11 o'clock, and then I gotta move all. Yes, give me all the kisses. Give me all the kisses. Give me all the love. Clicking the shit out of that button. There you go. What's going on? SYA Tech. What's up, brother? I've already mentioned my age like 15 times. I am 21. I took longs from first percent to targeting Asia high. Nice. Good trade. Good trade. Good trade. This would have been a good trade right here too as well. Noting the fact that the market has traded down into this and closed above it. We have this down candle right here. I can sit here and talk about everything in hindsight, but I wasn't even looking for this shit today. So it's just a risk off. I'm gonna fuck around kind of day, you know? I'm in longs from 8 o'clock after M15, CIC, and SMT with YM below at half of the dealing range. Booked at London highs with 1 to 5. That's fucking sick. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Are you talking about on this run down here? With SMT with YM? Oh shit, this is a 1 minute chart. You have a strong divergence with YM. I typically don't use SMT because I don't know what it is for me. When I use SMT, that shit fucks me up. That shit fucks me up every time. Because then I feel like my analysis is solely based off of SMT, so I literally just use straight price action on the NASDAQ. That's it. I can't use SMT. I've tried it so many times, believe me, but I can't. Actually, I did use it for my analysis on last Thursday. Is that red box marked your first presented? Yes, that is my first present. Oh, is it the wrong one? No, it's the right one. The red box is my first presented. I have the 930 FVG as first presented as the candle body on regular trading hours. Took out liquidity. That is a rule that he mentioned, right? Yeah, I have to go back and watch that lecture. I never actually studied it, but I guess this would be it according to that video. Pick a top? Dude, I'll pick a top right now. Say I won't. Say I won't. Say I won't pick a top right now. SMT is very important in core concept? No. For me, it's not. Look up standard deviation for the central rate dealer's range. You'll call the high a day. Come on, pick a top. Bro, I highly suggest you watch 5th month of core content. You will thank me. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. But I'm not going to do that at all. You know more than me. I think the 5th month teaching is very important for you. All I'm studying right now is the new videos that he's putting out, and that's it. All right, so we have these equal highs right here, right? We have a market structure shift. We have a fair value gap. I'm gonna sell it short. I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm just gonna full port. Expecting selling to 24,820. What's your view? 24,820. Where's that at? All the way down here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we've done so far. I don't like the fact that this is equal. Unless we have some kind of divergence. But ideally the market would take that high out. We do have large displacement back down inside the range. This might be setting up, you know, a rebalance of this range to go back and take that high out. Usually when the market's at all-time highs, what it tends to do is that we have like these sudden drops like we're seeing right now that are kind of bear traps, I guess you could say, those looking to sell this thing short, and then it picks back up. Because I mean, with what we've done so far, we have a large up close candle, the 9 o'clock candle. I think it's reasonable to assume that the market would at least take out previous daily high and not trade up to it, right? So we can look at this 5-minute fair value gap right here. See if the market provides a reaction to it there. I'm gonna hide this for now. People piss me the people, please fuck off with your suggestions to your own thing and let others do it theirs. What's the obsession with telling people what to do? This is true. I mean, you know more than me, and yeah, I mean, I don't really care to hear suggestions. Bro, in percent, I think it's going for M15 buy some amounts less than efficiency. Right. Would probably be the better PD array to try to frame this idea off of, right? But is this likely the high of the 10 o'clock hour? Probably not. Considering the fact that it's just left very, very smooth, right? This could be setting up an opportunity to offer discount, offer fair value to be a buyer, and then look to buy this thing. Also, brother, on 8:30 Red Folder News Days, ICT said in the tweet 9:30 can be used as first presented. Really? I didn't know that. But today we have nothing, right? Oh, damn. Do I trade commodities? I'm only trading NASDAQ, that's it. One market, one session. One market, one session. That's it. So from here on out, I feel like the rest of the day is probably just going to be dead. What do you guys think? This is suspect to me. What I would watch is to potentially see this traded to. But this, we've made a really, really, really large impulse swing from the 9:30 open. Not even ES or YM? No. Literally just NASDAQ, that's it. I'm in Africa. My monkey told me to short it for M15 Bissy. Damn, do you trade firm or live? I'm on a top step eval right now. So how I'm doing on that right now, I'm only up. Oh shit, not that. I'm up $661 on the eval. Looking to pass that. Just the way that I trade is just very, very, very slow. There's only a few trading days out of the month where I'm able to really, really capitalize and have really large winning days like this. So I think later in this week is definitely going to be offer at least 2 of those really high probability trading days because of the amount of high impact drivers that we have. I think it's going to be some nice volatility later this week, although this all-time high condition is just fucking brutal, right? Is this journal free or paid? It is paid. But you can use, first of all, use my affiliate link so I can make some money, right? And then use the code CF25 whatever to get like 10% off or some shit. Hey brother, sign up right now. If you don't sign up, I'm gonna ban you from my channel if you don't sign up right now. Crazy consistency? Yes, 100%. I mean, I'm consistent with the things that the things that I do on a day-to-day basis is gonna. What the fuck? What is this? But I mean, basically, okay, this is bricked. But look, I'm doing the same process every day, right? So top down, this is what I'm doing. Today's just a day where I'm hanging out with you guys on live because I know it's not a day that I'm gonna be risk on. But this is what I do day in, day out, and then as well as weekly recaps, monthly recaps. It's all here, brother. Consistently growing, consistently getting better, all the time. Holy consistency. I know, bro, but this is what it takes, you know? If you want to be the best. Really, I feel like this work that I do is what separates me from 90% of other traders because I don't really see a lot of people who are doing this kind of work. I mean, it requires, like you said, a lot of consistency and a lot of discipline to maintain that regime, right? Journaling is where I lack. I only journal the losing trades and skip the winning trades. At least you're journaling. I think journaling is something that you have to do all the time for every single trade. Because, I mean, think about it this way. If you're not journaling your winning trades, how are you knowing what you're doing right? If you're doing your losing trades, yes, you're knowing where you're going wrong. But the importance of journaling your winning trades is you have a trading day where what you do, your system, your model worked. So now you have a prime example of, okay, this is what it looks like when this shit works. Now aim to repeat that. Your losses are going to tell you what to avoid, what to eliminate, or what to reduce. But the difference between the two is going to tell you exactly what the fuck you need to be doing. That is how you move forward. You take the patterns that you find within your losses, the patterns that you find within your wins. The difference between the two, and you're going to see a stark contrast. It's going to be so obvious. It's going to hit you in the face. Okay, on my winning days, I do this. On my losing days, I do this. This is how I have a good day. This is how I have a bad day. So it gets really easy to connect the dots and know exactly where you're going right and where you're going wrong when you do this kind of process day in, day out without fail. Because now I can go back literally every single trading day. I mean, look at this shit, right? Now I can go back every single trading day dating back to June 5th, 2025, because this is when I started doing this shit, and know exactly where I went right, exactly where I went wrong. Please mark out opening range low and high and quadrants between that. I don't use the opening range at all. But here's your opening range, right? All right, guys, we're gonna take a micro scalp long off of this inversion fair value gap with a stop loss below this down close candle, and we're gonna target a new high a day. Damn, this month not the best. I was up 4%, but all-time high is literally fucking us up. I'm at break even now, 15% to pass the account, and I also blew one account. The condition is definitely different. It's definitely more challenging, but you gotta adapt, bro. I mean, you have to. You have no choice. Adapt or die. Literally, adapt or die. And that's something that I'm struggling with too, because I have a really, really, really strong tendency because of my model, and my most successful playbook has formed this tendency for me to look to fade the market at all times. So I'm finding that tendency. Sticking with all-time high principles. You should not be blowing accounts. You know why you blew the account? They're just driving this motherfucker higher. What's the play? Are we shorting this thing at the all-time high? Come on. Give me a trade idea in the chat, and I'm gonna full port it. All right, so look what we have here, right? If we can get this 5-minute candle close below these equal highs, and the damage is done, and then we have a crossing of the open candle there, then I'm gonna fade the market. I'm gonna target these lows down here. What do you think? Seriously. I'm serious. Caught a long and aimed at the first presented for value gap on March 1st, 1992. What the fuck did I just read? Caught a long and aimed at first presented for value gap. Created March 1st, 1982. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's within the IPTA data range, right? It's the 160,000 day look back. So we can look back 160,000 days and carry forward all the PD arrays from that point on. Which means, you know, we can go to July 2022, and we can take this inversion fair value gap and extend it forward. You can see the trade right there. Boom. Bottom tick 1 year later. Opening range is really advantageous, especially considering how ICT said if market is primarily bullish, will show a sensitivity to the upper quadrant / consequent encroachment with the opening range gap. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I do. I was in longs before FOMC, like it was running in profits, and then I kept break even because my slow ass Wi-Fi did not really help me. At the point, I closed the app and went out for dinner, came back and kaput. I mean, holding longs through FOMC is the risk you take. So here we have another day where this motherfucker just keeps going. like this. How much experience do you have? I have over 1 year trading ICT. I have 2.5 years of trading in its entirety. So we've got a solid up close candle over these two equal highs. So next, in order for this to go lower, which it's probably not going to, we need a strong down candle because we've laid a solid body over these highs. Am I in college? Yes. Almost blew my account. I'm an 8% drawdown. Any advice? Should I just blow it and buy another one? Should I just blow it and buy another one? That right there is stupidity, because if you're actually trying to pass an eval, the way that you pass it has to be based on good, solid habits, actual good trading. So if you get yourself in the habit of, oh man, I'm in so much drawdown, I'm just going to blow the fucking account because it doesn't matter. How do you think you're going to trade when you have an actual funded account or an actual live account? How do you think you're going to handle drawdown when real money is on the fucking line? You're literally just teaching yourself that it is okay to just blow my fucking account when I'm in drawdown. Does that make any... That's stupidity. That doesn't make any sense. Be a good trader. Like, it doesn't matter if you're an 8% drawdown and you think you're just, oh, I'm just going to blow it. Be a good fucking trader. Damn, this all-time high condition is just, it's very, very nice, isn't it? I mean, look at this shit. We just keep on pressing, keep on pressing, keep on pressing, keep on pressing. Well, I mean, what can you do? You gotta adapt or die. Let's take a look at some other markets, because this shit is mad fucking boring. Let's look at Bitcoin on the daily. What's Bitcoin doing? Take a look at ETH. Do I work? No, I don't. I've saved up money over the years and I'm just using that. Easy money, just gotta rent a Lambo. Yeah, you know what? We could do that. This is literally the type of market where you could just do this and make money. Alright, let's see how this goes. Does it make it more entertaining if I just throw a trade on? I'm looking at half the standard deviation from the opening range as a gap. Or as a draw. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. From here to here, right? Bro, someone on ChatGPT has made ICT AI LMAO. What the fuck? What do you mean? There's literally nothing in this to do in this market but just fucking buy it. This condition honestly pisses me off, but I mean, it is what it is, right? It's like, fuck, this thing is so ass. What time is it? 9:30? Okay. Let's see, how do we do so far in this stream? Damn, bro, 275 views? That's a lot. It's a lot for what I'm used to. One point at 26. Hey, should I start live streaming every single day? Would that be something you are interested or tuned into? Let me know. Let me know. Seriously. Alright, this market is fucking dog shit, so let's do something of value. Let's think. Okay. The importance of knowing your data. So for the longest time, in my demo trading, yeah, I mean, I'm trading a top step eval, but today I'm not, I'm risk off because I know that I'm going to be risk on later in the week because we have a lot on the economic calendar. So I know that tomorrow is going to be a high probability trading day. The day after that is going to be a high probability trading day. We have a medium impact at 10 o'clock. Thursday is GDP and Friday is core PCE. Both of these days tend to be really, really, really solid trading days. So because today is Monday with no news driver, I'm not fucking trading it. I'm going to sit this day out, which is why I'm on the live stream right now, because I'm not going to be live streaming if I'm actually trading, because I need to be focused and locked in with just me in the market. But this is where I'm at right now on the top step eval, up $661 out of 3,000. The 3,000 take profit needed. Let's look at these fucking goofballs. Look at this shit. Look at these fucking goofballs. I mean, who actually watches this shit? Honestly, I don't know how you could sit down with like 4 other people and actually trade and actually make decisions, because y'all are all just talking about shit. And when you're trading, it's got to be just you versus you, right? But anyways, what I was getting at was the importance of data collection. So before I had TradeZella, everything that I did was in Notion, and I'll show you guys the old price action log that I used to use. The only problem with keeping everything in Notion is that, right, this is the price action that I use, this is the trade log that I use, okay? So this is what I was using before to measure the way that I trade and kind of keep track of things and kind of track my progression. How are you going to know how you're progressing if you don't know what your number and statistics are? So from here, I can only see R multiple, like drawdown, time delivered, the status of the trade. And I can go here and like apply different filters and whatnot and this and that. But you don't actually know what your data looks like. I mean, compare the difference between this and TradeZella, where first thing that's popping up at the top of the screen is my net profit and loss, my win percentage, my profit factor, my day win, my average win to loss. So your data, your statistics are going to be indicative of your performance. You don't even know any of this if you're keeping something like a Notion, like a price action log in Notion, which I didn't know. So the second that I actually started journaling, or not journaling, actually recording my data in TradeZella, I saw my statistics and it kind of opened my eyes about how I actually trade. Before, I didn't know what my win rate was. Can you imagine trading without even knowing what your win rate, what your win rate is? I mean, that's a huge mistake. And that's what I was doing for the longest time. So if I go back in these trades, I mean, these are trades all the way from June, bro. And these are trades that I would never, this is only 3 months ago. This is only 3 months ago, right? And I would never, ever, ever take this kind of trade now, because now that I have a process that I'm repeating, it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's a systematic process that I follow. I don't deviate from it. I have specific rules that I'm following. Like, for example, this trade that I just popped up was a pre-market trade. I don't even fucking trade pre-market anymore, ever, because I know that it always leads to losing trades. It's a good feeling to look back on your data and compare that to where you're at right now and know that 100% you have gotten better. And this is literally just in June. So we're in September now, right? So this is what, 3 months ago? And I have made so much progress in only 3 months. So what does this look like in another 3 months from now? You got to think about it that way. You got to be doing the work day in and day out that's actually going to move the needle forward and ensure that you're getting better. There's a lot of things that you can't be skipping. So this is my old trade log. This is how I used to do, right? This is how I used to keep track of my daily price action log. Now it has evolved into this. So over time, like my systems and my processes have only gotten better. Now we're at the optimal intraday swing model study system version 3, where it's extremely precise on what I want it to do. I mean, it's everything that I want it to be, right? I compare this to how I used to track price. The only metrics that I would make note of was, what was my bias for the day? Did I get the bias correct? What day was it? Was there a driver? Grade the day on like an A to F scale, and then the profile for the day. But this was baby steps for me, because before I didn't even keep a daily price action log at all. So you start, and over time your systems continuously get better and they continuously improve. This is how I used to track every single day. This is my daily price action log, the first daily price action log that I built. And now it has evolved into this, where I have the day, I have the timing of the move, I have the playbook that was offered on that day, I have the narrative for that day, I have the day itself, the driver that was on that day, the draw and liquidity for that session, that particular day, the criteria that I used to frame the setup, the entry criteria that I used to actually execute the setup, where my stop loss would have been, the point of interest where the reversal happened, and then all the metrics that I need to know about that particular trade. So drawdown, full R, risk, return, and duration. These are all things that I want to know. If I just scroll down to the bottom of my table and average these out, now I have a baseline for what I can expect on any given setup. So if you just look at the averages, on average, I can expect 7 handles of drawdown in winning trades. Sorry, I forgot to like your stream. Now I like it. Thank you. Appreciate you for liking the stream. The average full R multiple that I can expect on this particular setup would be 10 R. The average risk, how much I can expect to risk on average for this particular playbook, would be 15. But I can also go in here and I can do a max, the max risk. And I can also go in here and do a minimum, the minimum risk. Numbers that you have to know, folks. You got to know your statistics. This game is extremely data driven, and you have to know your data. So I have only about 4 more examples before I complete this playbook. I've already completed other playbooks. So right now I'm just working on the process of getting extremely comfortable with my playbooks, so I can improve my ability to execute on them, because it simply requires experience factor. That's it. More reps, more experience equals less emotions, and this is how you improve. So it's kind of crazy to think about how it's evolved from this daily price action log here to now this system with specific playbooks, specific narratives on specific days, with specific draws on liquidity, with specific points to frame the reversal at, with specific criteria, with specific entry criteria, with specific points to where I'm framing my stop loss. Like, everything is defined, and I know every way that I need to operate this model. So now it's just the point of showing up to the market and applying it. That's it. And so this is definitely one of those days where the market just goes, right? Is this something worth trading? No. This is not optimal for my model at all. Target hit. This was a really nice buy model from the 830 manipulation with that little run lower, but you can't appreciate it if you're primarily trying to short instead of being neutral. That was a nice target. It was a nice draw. So where was your entry? I don't know if you already told me. Let's see. No, you didn't. This kind of delivery is not what I want to trade at all. I mean, if you're going to be on side with this, it's got to be something from the pre-market session, right? Aside from that, this thing just goes higher. Not ideal, not optimal. Let's see how the stream's doing. And this thing just keeps trucking higher, bro. It just keep going. It just keep going. What are your thoughts on TJR? Why do people keep asking me that? I think that he has definitely become more of a social media influencer than a trader. There was a turtle soup at 10 o'clock. This right here. Yep. So I was watching this 5-minute for value gap. I don't know if you were there at this point in the stream, but I was watching the reaction there. Clearly, of an institutional order flow entry, Jill barely just taps that. That's a sure sign of strength. We have a strong up candle back inside the range. I was going to wait for this to get inversed and then buy it. Ideally, it would have just ran through this and not respect it and then drop into this and then go. But this right here is your clear telltale sign that the market's going to respect that. So what do you think, guys? Is this thing just going to keep pressing up for the rest of the session? Keep doing this. My entry is on first presented for value gap high. I said it on stream, but someone mentioned ICT's dogs passing. Okay, it's a nice trade, but is it something that you can repeat? Going back in the chat now, you did say that. Nice. Is the white box busy? This is busy. Did anybody else take any trades today? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. This is a trade-off day for me. I'm just hopping on here to do a live stream. Trying to grow my channel, bro. I'm trying to get out there, you know? Did a live stream yesterday as well. That did pretty well. Totally, this is a classic buy model. When you say it's a classic buy model, are you looking at the higher time frame and thinking this? Like this? In my opinion, yes, it is a classic buy model, right? All right, Japari, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout because you're just talking too much. All right, so apologize in the chat right now and I won't put you in timeout. We have manipulation right at 8:30. Yeah, I see that on the 1 minute time frame. Can you share your chart colors as well as PD array colors? Yeah, sure. What is your strat? Okay, my strat is, hold on, I just got a lot of questions. Let me take this one at a time. We had manipulation to 8:30, correct. Boom, traded down, took that low, impulse swing back to the range. Can I share my chart colors? So my background is basically kind of like a gray with a slight yellow hue in it. So if you go here, if you go to canvas, if you hit the plus button, the hashtag is EDEDEB. EDEDEB. Try saying that 3 times fast. And then my candlestick is this green right here, the second one down. Then my down close candle is 4th from the right, and then everything else is black, and that's it. So what is my strat? Okay, let me break it down. This is the optimal intraday swing model. I have so much patience with the people in the chat. Yeah, I mean, some motherfuckers just be on and on and on. But honestly, I don't mind at all. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So this is my bearish. This is basically what I'm looking for, right? So first things first, we have a gap opening. So the 4 things that I'm looking for. Either the market's going to have a gap up opening. We trade up first initially. We move away from the 930 open price. And then we reverse and fill that gap. The market has a gap up opening. We open and we trade down and we indicate respect of that gap, or we fail to close it, then we continue higher. Or the market has a gap down opening and the market moves away from the 930 open price, then fills that gap. We have a gap down opening. The market opens, trades up, rejects that gap or fails to close it, and then continues trading in that direction. So if I'm looking at bearish premium gap opening setup, this right here is going to be, let's put a rectangle around it. Gap up open, right? And this over here is going to be your gap down open. So in this case, we have a gap up opening and the market fails and reverses to fill that gap. So when the market has a large gap up opening with a smooth sell side overnight, it'll trade up at 930 and instantly fail at the high day, then do a gap fill and makes a large swing lower. So the particular narrative that I can frame to frame that trade idea is, number 1, we have an overextension of the previous day range. Number 2, it's a previous day reversal, or it's a rebalance of the previous day range. Rules. Criteria. This is the criteria the market has to present in order for this setup to present itself. First thing is going to be a gap up opening. The second thing is a smooth edge left in the overnight and or pre-market session. The third thing is it opens at the high day. Timing. This move is going to happen at 9:30 if price opens at the high day and immediately makes a new high day and fails. It's going to happen at 9:30 if price proves premium sensitivity at pre-market buy side or a fresh imbalance. And it's going to happen between 9:45 and 10:30 if it opens off the high day and doesn't immediately fail at the high day. It takes time to deliver the point of interest. Then the entry criteria that I'm looking for is a rally above the 9:30 open price. I want to see it purge buy side. I want to see it prove premium sensitivity at a point of interest, and then reverse. So if I show you examples of this, you're going to see that it's quite literally the same thing that happens over and over and over again. And when it delivers, it tends to deliver a pretty nice move. So I can go to any of these examples, any one, it doesn't matter. Now, if you go to the 15-minute time frame, you'll see that this criteria is there. So in this example, if you look at the rules, so first thing I need is a gap up open, right? So this is where we closed yesterday in regular trading hours and where we opened the following day. So we have a gap up opening. then I need to see a smooth edge left overnight and or pre-market. We can see that this is very smooth, nice and smooth. Smooth edge of liquidity. This nice and smooth, this nice and smooth, okay? So that checks the box, so you have a smooth edge there. Now third thing, it needs to open at or near the high of day. In this case, we open literally at the high of day. So timing. The move is gonna happen at 9:30 if price opens at the high of day, immediately makes a new high of day and fails. So in this case, what do we see? We open at the high of day, makes a new high of day, and immediately fails. So we drop to the 1 minute. We should be open at the high of day, we make a new high of day, and immediately fail. And then entry criteria, it needs to rally above the 9:30 open price. It needs to purge buy side, which is going to be either the pre-market high or the high of day. And it needs to prove premium sensitivity at a point of interest. So we open, we move away from the 9:30 open price, we trade above the 9:30 open price, we purge buy side, we take this high right here, which is the pre-market high or the high of day. So in this case, we purge the high of day. Then we prove premium sensitivity at this point of interest, this black level. What is this black level? Let's zoom out and see what it is. We're inside of this daily sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So the upper quadrant of that gap, which is also consequent encroachment of the weekly premium wick right here. That is the point of interest this is framed off of. So the market proves premium sensitivity at that level. Right there, perfectly. Very nice. So that's one playbook. I could go over the other four if you want me to, but it might take a while. Might take a long while. Look at that, guys. We're in profit. Very nice. Let's go to a 123-minute chart and do our analysis. Okay. So I like to trade the 123-minute chart because nobody else is looking at it, and this is secretly an institutional time frame where all the hedge funds and prop firms are trading off of. So when you're getting screwed by these prop firms, it's because they're literally using 123-minute time frames, and they know where your liquidity is at. Does that make sense? If you ain't using the 123-minute chart, you're doing things wrong. I mean, seriously, the 123-minute chart is literally your key to profitability. Seriously, like, or you could even go 124 if you really, really, really want to be a good trader. You could use the 124-minute time frame as well. But some of you motherfuckers don't know about the 567-minute time frame. That shit hits. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at the perfect respect to this 567-minute buy side amount. Let me look at the order flow in the 567-minute. It's actually beautiful. It's actually perfect. So I'm telling you, if you use these random intervals, this is Enigma. Like, this is source code. This is why the market moves. It's off the time frames that nobody's looking at. You just don't know it. You've been blind this whole time. Five, 6, 7. So 5, 6, 7, the numbers, they have significance, right? And so if you look at ICT's logo, I'll pull up a picture real quick. All right, so check this out. This is ICT's logo, right? Now, what is the significance between 560 behind 567? Okay, if we look at ICT's logo, look at how if you just look at this sideways, like move your head a bit like this, right? You can kind of make out a 6, right? 6, and then if you look this way, you can make out a 5, 5. And then if you look like this, you can see a 7. So you have to look at the logo from specific angles to really reveal what Enigma is. And then if you take those numbers and you toggle on that time frame, and it reveals the true institutional time frames, what these algorithms are trading off of. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, guys. And ICT's dog died, so rest in peace. Let's take a prayer with Marcus. Heavenly Father, we lift up Michael and his family to you now. You know his family needs and struggles. Please surround them with your peace, provide for them, comfort them, and guide them through the loss of Bailey. All right, brother, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm just gonna test the timeout feature. All right, Japreet Bajwa. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Don't take it personally. I've never done this before, so I'm just gonna test the feature out on you. Hey, look, I'm gonna put you in timeout for a minute, okay? Is that fair? Oh shit. Okay, so it deletes all your messages in the past. That's crazy. Now I'm gonna try pin message. Okay. Ooh, this is a deep question. I have a genuine question. Why do you work so hard? I mean, we all have a purpose. What is yours? Okay. So this is something that I seriously thought about last night. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with Charlie Kirk, but I didn't really actually know who he was until he passed away. My mom, if you're familiar with politics in the States, you have the Democrat and Republican Party. If you lean right, you're a conservative. My mom was extremely conservative, so at home, she would just have Charlie Kirk on the television. And so I'd see Charlie Kirk all the time. Sometimes I'd stop and listen and be like, wow, that man is really good at talking. He is extremely articulate. When he passed, I actually started to consume a bit of his content. And then I kind of got motivated. But at the same time, I also realized that some men on this planet have such an impact that when they're gone, the whole world knows. But they're impacting the lives of millions of people. Like, some men just have such an influence over others and are such a motivation and inspiration. It's really eye-opening to me, because that's someone who I want to be. I want to be somebody who appeals to the masses and helps people become the best version of themselves. When I think about what I want, it's nothing really materialistically. It's more of, I want to become somebody great and be a person of influence like Charlie Kirk. I want to be that motherfucker on stage that's sitting there just, talking to people, giving them a message that they need to hear, that they can use to better themselves. So I want to get really good at trading. I want to change my life so that it could be an example to those who maybe look up to me for motivation and inspiration, so that they can know that they could also create and craft the life that they want as well, because I've done it and I just have the recipe in the blue book, or the blueprint, to do this very thing. That is simply what I want. Like, I want to be somebody of influence, So that's my motivation, and that's kind of my passion. came across your profile today, and you motivated me to work hard and keep thinking how you were so focused. I have a very hard time focusing. I really look up to you. No, I appreciate it, man. I mean, and that's what I do. That's why I have this YouTube channel. That's why I'm putting my message out there. That's why I'm putting myself out there, because I know that in order for me to fulfill what I want out of this life, I have to get myself out there in some form of way. YouTube is the medium for me to do that, because I can literally just sit here. It's long form content. The people that are on YouTube are consuming videos where they're interested in seeing you literally just talk down. You literally just sit down and talk. So this is my outlet. And what I want to do with this channel is exactly what I'm doing to you. I want to inspire you to work hard and become a better version of yourself, be the best version of yourself, and focus and seriously lock in. If you're having a very why are you having a very hard time focusing? Let me ask you that. Let me help you out here real quick. What makes you have a hard time focusing? Because I do not have a difficult time at all focusing. I mean, that's all I want. I just want to be a person of influence. I gotta leave my mark on this world, you know? In some way, shape, or form. So let me know, brother. Let me know why you're struggling to focus in the chat. I'm sitting here waiting for your response. I keep thinking about what else I can do that will spike my dopamine. What are you doing to spike your dopamine? Is it food? Is it the phone? Is it TV? Is it... Because I'm so focused on what I'm doing that the only way I receive dopamine right now is if I complete something in my work, if I'm moving forward with my work. Because I've blocked out literally every other distraction or every other way to receive dopamine. Watching reels and talking to girls, okay? Well, let me tell you the easiest way to fix that is to eliminate it. Literally, I don't have social media on my phone. I have no social media on my phone. The only thing that I have is YouTube, because I have to have YouTube on my phone so I can answer y'all's comments. And that's it. But even then, having YouTube on my phone, I'm slightly conditioned to just open it and look at it and start looking at thumbnails, and before you know it, you're scrolling through YouTube. I'm telling you guys, social media is a fucking trap. That shit is a trap, and it's designed to hook you in. They literally have social engineers at these companies that think about how they could get you more addicted to using that app so that you use it more and so that they make more money. Literally, that's how it works. Like, they have studied the human brain and psychology, and they've developed a system, an app that makes you addicted to it. Like, for example, likes, the colors that they use, the color of your notification. You know, you open your phone and you look at your notification, and it's that red little thing, and you're like, you know, I mean, seriously. Anytime that I open YouTube, that's what I'm looking for. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm looking at that little bell, and I'm seeing if there's a red thing on that little bell. You didn't take a trade today? Today I just fucked around and I just did whatever, because I'm not actually trading. It's No News Monday, so I'm risk off today. But it is now 10 o'clock and I need to move on with my day. So I got 366 views this entire stream. That's fucking crazy. Bro, you didn't answer my question. What question? You want to clip my videos and upload them. Okay. I mean, what are you going to do with them? Honestly, I kind of like that idea, but what would you clip? If you could clip like my little instances of motivation or whatever, or things that matter to you, then yeah, that would be cool. And honestly, if you could clip that and send them to me so that I could upload them as well for like shorts or short form content that I could post on like Instagram or some shit, that would be cool too. Can we do that? Yeah, bro. I mean, if you can clip these little things, and yeah, that would be a cool way for you to work with me. If you can kind of take my long form content and make some form of short form content that maybe I could potentially upload out of it. Yeah, 100%, bro. Go ahead. Can you give me a quick review of your strategy? Like 1 minute, like a minute? Okay, sure, here we go. Okay. So first, I'll touch on the rules. All right. So I'm looking for 4 things. If we have a gap up opening, either the market's going to trade up, reverse and fill a gap, or it's going to trade down, fail to close the gap, respect it, and trade higher. So in this example, we have a gap up opening, and the market trades up first and rejects the gap and closes it, right? So if we go here, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we have a gap up opening. This is where we closed yesterday. This is where we opened today. First thing the market does is open that high day, trades up, rejects the high day, fails, and closes the gap. We have a smooth edge in the overnight pre-market session that I'm targeting. We also have a new day opening gap that's inefficient. There you go. Miskin. Miskin. I don't know how to say your first name, so I'm going to say your last name. Miskin. Is there a way that you could send the clips to me when you do clip them? That would be cool. Oh shit. My desk is going up. Are you still here? Raj. You're sharing real knowledge and clipping them and uploading them will blow you up. I don't want money. I just want to stay maybe connected with you guys. Yeah, 100%, bro. Look, if you can do this for me, 100 fucking percent. Let's do it, bro. I subscribe to your YouTube channel, so maybe we can connect. Do you have Discord or anything? You have Discord, brother? Let me know. Because I mean, for me, this would be another form or another outlet for me to get my my message out there, you know? Bro, if you could do that, that would be fucking awesome. That would be fucking awesome. What's the chance of me connecting with you? If I'm being honest, I'm extremely busy, and I'm not the type to like sit on Discord and message with people back to back all day. The people that I do connect with, I see, you know, true value in them, and I see how it could be, how we could kind of form some kind of mutual beneficial relationship, like what I'm doing right here with Raj. Other than that, I do like to help people out as well, but I haven't really done that recently. So if you just need some help or something, I'll do that as well. But I'm gonna drop my Discord in the chat, and if you can add me real quick, Raj, and tell me your username so I can add you back. So Raj, go ahead and add me and let me know when you do, what your username is, and I'm gonna add you back. And when you start clipping my content, bro, just like send it to me, maybe edit it or some shit. You can provide crypto info. What kind of crypto experience do you have? Does anybody want to hop on Discord right now? What meme coins are you in right now? Or not meme coins. I don't like meme coins. I don't fuck with meme coins. What about alts? Waiting for you to add me, bro. Come on. Look, I sent you my Discord ID. Add me back real quick. And we'll stay in touch, bro. I don't know how I should add you. What do you mean? I think if you just paste my user ID, then you can find me. I got way too many friends. I'm gonna remove some. What the fuck is this? Okay, let me try to add you then. How do you add friends? What the hell is all this, bro? Oh shit. I sent the friend request. Let me know when you add me. Alright, I got you. Cool. Alright, guys. That is going to be the end of the stream. Nobody's even here anyways, so I just wanted to connect with this guy before I log off because I feel like he can be of value to me and I think I can be of value to him. So it's mutual beneficial. With that out of the way, that's gonna be it for this one. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. And I will be back tomorrow with a trade recap.